Screen readers, you may have heard about them, but you may never have actually truly understood how to use them in front-end development. You potentially may never have even used one. Well, in this video, we aim to change that and ensure that with just a few simple bits of knowledge, you'll be able to start to implement screen reader support in everything you create. The key thing to know before we begin is that yes, keyboard accessibility allows users to navigate around the site without a mouse, but it is the screen reader that makes that whole process valuable. It delivers information for every interaction, state change, and piece of information relevant to the user when done properly. Now, screen readers convert digital text into synthesized speech. They empower users to hear content and navigate with the keyboard. The technology helps people who are blind or who have low vision to use information technology with the same level of independence and privacy as anyone else. Now, screen readers are also used by people with certain cognitive or learning disabilities, or users who simply prefer audio content over text.
Curious Byte 4, subscribe. Twitter, tab list, search with hint, edit text, E-S-I-Y, return, heading 3, 1. Action menu, add to queue, main.
Beyond the web, screen readers also work with documents, spreadsheets, and the user's operating system. Screen readers read content different from humans. The voice may sound somewhat robotic and monotoned, but experienced users often like to speed up the reading rate to 300 words per minute or more, far beyond what an inexperienced reader can easily understand. It takes time to get used to a screen reader, but once users become accustomed to it, they can race through content at speeds that all sighted individuals. We'll take a look at some of the most commonly used screen readers now. Now, JAWS, self-dubbed the world's most popular Windows screen reader, is a computer screen reader program for Microsoft Windows that allows blind and visually impaired users to read the screen either with a text-to-speech output or by a refreshable Braille display. NVDA, or Non-Visual Desktop Access, is a free and open source portable screen reader for Microsoft Windows. The project was started by Michael Curran in 2006. It is also programmed in Python and available in 48 separate languages, and similar to JAWS as a desktop Windows program. Now, Apple VoiceOver, a Mac OS X screen reader, is a screen reader built into Apple, into Mac OS, iOS, tvOS, watchOS, and iPod operating systems. By using VoiceOver, the users can access their Macintosh or iOS device based on spoken descriptions, and in the case of the Mac, the keyboard. Chrome Vox. It's a web-powered screen reader which you can download as a Chromium extension for either Chrome, Brave, or any similar Chromium browsers. It was originally created for use with the Chromebooks, but found its way into a browser extension. It's pretty good, but it has a few dodgy keyboard shortcut settings and no real easy way to switch it on or off. Now let's go take a look at how to actually test screen readers. So when it comes to testing, and whenever I'm working on UI of whichever project or ticket I'm on, I need to be able to test screen readers in the wild to see how my work would be perceived by those who use them full time. My go-to for testing when I'm not using the Storybook's inbuilt screen reader is Chrome Vox. Now, mostly because I use Chromium-based browsers like Chrome or Brave for my web development work, that works best for me. The Chrome DevTools has an amazing accessibility section for checking screen reader messages. The Storybook screen reader, for those who work on their components in isolation through Storybook, I would highly recommend this screen reader add-on, which is absolutely invaluable for testing your individual components without having to waste time with an entire surrounding app. I've made a video on some great accessibility Storybook add-ons, including this one, which I'd recommend to go watch after this video, well, if you do use Storybook. The Accessibility Inspector in Chrome DevTools. Now, Chromium browsers have an amazing array of accessibility tools built right into the browsers. In there, you can see the computed message you'll receive from each element on inspection. If you don't have access to a screen reader, this is a great alternative, though I'd highly recommend a screen reader for testing regardless. Now let's go over some tips and tricks that I've picked up over my time doing screen reader testing. The rule of thumb for what gets read by screen readers is the element type foremost. After that, it's any text within the element, and then after that, it's any titles or labels, so there is a hierarchy. A common mistake is thinking adding a label or title automatically makes an element screen reader friendly. Unfortunately, there is a hierarchy of what gets read, and the best way to really know is to grab yourself any of the screen readers previously mentioned and give it a go. There are other techniques around changing roles and having hidden text for elements like icons that are being used as buttons. So for example, if you have an icon component, you could do the following when there is no native text to be expected because it's an icon. As such, the icon itself, an SVG image, could become irrelevant to screen readers, as it doesn't clarify or add to the accessible name of the button. As such, the common practice is generally to hide it from screen readers using the attribute area hidden. So you have the text and you hide it. The area hidden attribute is used to indicate whether an element is exposed to screen readers or not. When set to true, the element and its contents are hidden from the accessibility API tree, regardless of whether or not it is visually displayed. And that is screen readers in a nutshell. Like anything, there's a lot more nuance and craft to building a proper, well-narrated screen reader experience. Similar to how audio UX or UI became a popular discipline through the Amazon Echo and the Google Dot, screen reader support can be its own art form and discipline. With time, it's something every designer or front-end developer can get to grips with. If not, we risk alienating large portions of society who rely on this one lifeline as their access to information online. I hope that was useful and you found something you can take away from it. In the next video, we'll take a look at headings and what accessibility best practices you should be aware of. Until then, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.